Chef Ryan Nolan is here from Mahoney's in Oshkosh with a recipe using leftover brats.
You know, you have a Packer party, Badger party, Brewer party, you know, whatever. You always got leftover brats, and they sit in the fridge, and you're like, do I want to?
Because you don't want to be short too many. You have to make extras.
Exactly. Okay. And, you know, because if you don't make enough, then you got to boil and throw them back on the grill. The coals are dead. You know, so you always got leftover brats. No one really wants to microwave a brat or throw it on the Foreman or whatever the next day. So this is a good way to use it up.
Okay.
Something a little different. Plus, you know, this time of year people might have some cabbage. They're pulling the last thing out of the garden, and there's some cabbage, so it mixes the brats and the cabbage, and good way to use them both up.
And this is a soup.
It's a soup.
All right, let's get started.
It's great. You know, I know it's not really soup weather right now. It's kind of throwing me for a loop.
That's okay.
I'm sure next week will be all right.
We like soup all year round.
Great.
Especially with leftover brats.
So what we're going to start out with is some carrots, celery, and onion, and you know, you can cut them and chop them any way you want. We kind of julienne the onions, and we kind of quartered up the carrots and sliced them up. So we have a pot with a little bit of olive oil, kind of heated up already.
Okay.
Give those a little stir, and then we're going to add our onions and our cabbage, and we're going to cook these until they become soft. You know, the onions and celery are going to become.
Cabbage goes in right away too?
Yep.
Okay.
What that cabbage is going to do is, you know, add just like a fantastic sweetness to the soup. I don't think people can really appreciate how good and tasty cabbage is. You know, I think it's, you know, a great option other than St. Patrick's Day to really use cabbage as that vegetable. You know,
great idea.
You know, even if you cut it in quarter, put a skewer on it so it stays together, but throw it right on the grill and finish it in the oven. It's a great side vegetable. I think it's fantastic.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah. You know, it's not just for those cleansing things, like you know.
Yeah, we were talking about the cabbage soup diet. This is not the cabbage soup.
No.
This is going to taste great.
Well, and you can already smell it. I know you guys can smell this at home, how sweet that air is getting. You know, and that's just from the cabbage and the carrots and the celery, and just very aromatic, so it's going to make the house smell great, too.
Okay, and about how long did you say you're going to have to cut?
You know, it depends on how high your stove is and everything, so it may take like 10 minutes or so to really kind of get those vegetables to get soft and, you know, start caramelizing a little bit, but we don't want to get them too brown because, you know, we don't want to risk burning them. So say we got there and our vegetables are nice.
Because we don't have 10 minutes left in the show, so we probably need to move on.
We can roll over. It's no big deal. So anyways, we're going to add our brats. We're going to pretend that we got there. Oh, actually, I missed one thing. Before we add that, we have some minced garlic. So
I smelled garlic. Okay, so
now
get that in there.
Yep, now we're going to add our brat, and this is just, you know, leftovers from the grill, chopped up. We're going to mix that in, and if you didn't want to use brats and you just wanted to make this a vegetarian soup, you know, more than welcome to. Go ahead.
All right.
Or if you had
some people who would enjoy
that. You had extra Polish, you had extra Italian, you had extra hot dogs, throw it in there. Why not? You know, just more the merrier. So then we've got some vegetable stock, and if you didn't have any vegetable stock, you could use water. And that's going to take about...
You don't want to use the chicken stock?
Well, you can use chicken stock too, but I sometimes wonder if chicken stock kind of...
changes the flavor of it?
Yeah, makes it too chickeny. As we're vegetable, we already got vegetables in there, and it's going to complement the flavor of the brat.
Okay.
So, but you can use it if you want.
But just water if you don't have
or like a beef stock.
Oh, okay.
I think chicken stock is just too chickeny.
Okay.
So then we also have a little bit of bay leaf. And again, if you have fresh, you can use fresh bay leaves. We just have some dried. And then I like to add a pinch of tarragon. Now, tarragon has that kind of anise flavor that is in a lot of sausages. So, you know, it kind of complements it well. So we'd let this kind of simmer, get all nice and tender. We're going to season with salt and pepper. And then we have some here at the end.
Okay. What did you say this is?
Tarragon, dried tarragon. So it's kind of got that licoricey anise flavor, but it's going to complement that brat so well. So we can see that right there, and then, you know, throw a sprig of parsley on for a little garnish.
Can I decorate it?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's too small.
But it, you know, it's a nice fall-looking soup. You know, it's going to use up those brats, and I think it's really tasty.
Tell us about the place. What's going on for fall? Game watching?
Yeah, we got games on. You know, we got the Badger game on when it's obviously they're off this week, but we've got Badger games on Saturdays, Packer games on Sundays. You know, the Brewer playoff games. We got a lot of specials.
What did you do last weekend when the Brewers and the Packers played at the same time? Did you put it on multiple?
Yeah, we had a couple TVs, and then we had actually customers. Well, some customers wanted the Packer game audio on, some wanted the Brewer game audio on, so it was really hard.
Please everybody.
No, you can't.
Can I try this?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And tell people where you're located.
On corner of 6th and Knapp in Oshkosh. Construction should be done. There's been road construction all summer, and it's been the bane of our existence, but it should be done pretty soon, I hope, hint, hint. But once it's done, it should be perfect for fall.
Awesome. Thanks, Chef.
You bet.
Recipes online, fox11online.com. Click on Good Day Wisconsin. You should make it. It's delicious. And we'll be